What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka get my screen right, 68J, coming to you on this Friday. And man, what a hell of a way to start the day, guys. We are about an hour and 17 minutes behind when we normally go live. And look, I don't expect everyone to show back up. Some of you guys were absolutely incredible as you guys came on and, each time that we went live. So we went live noon as we were supposed to, and then we did several test runs because I've been having an issue with my Streamlabs. So, we went live. Immediately I started getting messages from Michael and everybody else. We were having problems. Did a test run on X by itself. It worked. Did a test run on YouTube by itself. Let's see if we can get this over here. And it worked. And then we tried to do it again with both streams. So what I figured out is it's double. It's when I'm trying to use like multiple. I'm trying to go live on both platforms, like a multi-stream. And so I'm not sure what it is, but we're gonna try to figure out on our end. Right now, I'm looking at one of my cell phones, so I can see that we have a flawless live right now. Thank God. And I do apologize to all you guys who came in at 12 and then kind of stuck around, but it definitely means the world to me. And I apologize for yesterday's stream, man. We had over 30 blackouts on yesterday's stream, but it was a very good stream. It's kind of ironic because when I look at it, we had 772 people that went back and looked at that on that unfortunately horrible. It was a great live, great content, great everything else, but just a horrible blackout. So we haven't figured that out then. So until we do, I'm not going to do a multi-stream on X or YouTube. I'll just focus on YouTube right now. So appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being the greatest family ever. Always having your boys back. That means the world to me. Let me start off by saying what's up to DCA Crypto Dave. I got a idea of, I think, why that happened. We're going to start the show off with that. World Be Freeze in the house. We got Tiffany Serrano. Shouts out to Tiffany and Dave. Thank you so Tiffany and Gabe. Thank you so much, Tiffany, and all you guys that came in and was hanging out with me doing this whole little test run. Silver Days XRP, let's go. That's my man. Jose's in the house. Me familiar. You damn straight, huh? My man's bilingual just like me. Let me stop. We've got was weird. Maybe StreamYard with all the updates. See that's man, Melissa, you hit it right on the nose. That's what, because I've been streaming on YouTube, X, and on IMU TV for months now, and no problem. So I did an update like earlier this month, and I don't know if it's something, so they might come out with something to fix that, but for right now, I'm just going to go singly on YouTube and see if we fix the problem. So, well, let's get right into it, guys. Now that we know that that's not the issue anymore and we're back on track, let's get back into the groove of what we do here. All right, guys, so we are not live on X. We're not going to be able to do that today, obviously. But let's get into the market. So right now, market cap $3.21 trillion. Obviously, the market is incredibly down right now, guys. Bitcoin down to 94,000 some change. And the big question is, why is this happening right now? And we're going to talk about that and much more. Ethereum right now, 31.55. Ethereum breaks down below $3,000, and it's like, uh-oh. XRP holding fairly strong at 227. I mean, this thing, it's just crazy, guys. We're going to get into some of these things, but record. Do you realize that the XRP ETF, Canary Capital XRP ETF that launched yesterday, is actually the best ETF that was launched in 2025. The number one ETF that was launched in 2025, even over Solana and others. So crazy. We're going to talk about that and much more. So XRP is kind of, it's kind of doing this thing, keeping its keeping its head above water the best it can. But, unfortunately, we're still tied into the almighty, which is Bitcoin. And I think they know that. And there's something that was posted when someone says, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. And we're going to talk about that and much more. XRP Keys in the house. Good to see you, my man. That says, in the building. What up, XRP family? Good to see you, XRP Keys. Appreciate you, my man. We got Erica Garcia in the house. What's up, sis? Miss me familiar out there in Oregon. Shouts out to the Garcia family. Erica, Laz, and Paul. The Garcia family up in here. So again, XRP guys holding that 227. Solana right now down to 140 guys. BNB 925 might get underneath that 9 if it keeps dropping. TRX right now at 29 cents. Dogecoin coming in at 16 cents. ADA is doing its thing at 50 cents, guys. Chainlink right now 1406. XLM at 26 cents. Litecoin coming in at 99.93, guys. HBAR doing its thing at 15 cents. AVAX right. So the market is red, guys. SUI 175. Polkadot down to 283, guys. Toncoin 185. I know there's some coins that were kind of doing their thing. Let's take a look at those coins that were kind of popping even when everything was bad. Telcoin was on a tear. Telcoin is still doing good, guys. When you look at it, still holding that 0.005, even when everything is massively dipping again. It was that news with the chartered bank, whatever they got going on over there, but that thing is still up double. Crazy. So shouts out to the Telcoin community. And besides that, what else? It was what Zebek is still, again, holding strong. So some of these coins are actually holding strong where they're not dipping back into the 002s and things like that. What is this? Is this the 24? This is the 1 month chart. Okay, so let's go into the 24. So still holding strong. It looks like it, dipped down to maybe like, yes, I mean, some of these assets are doing okay. Shouts out to Zebek. Shouts out to Telcoin. All right, let's get back into it. So let's go back into the regular market and all the coins that are not doing so good. Again, we got, let's see where we leave off at. We got Crow at 11 cents, guys. Crow kind of coming down a little bit. We got Near, let's make it clear, at 239. What else we got up in here? Aster still holding that dollar mark. That's amazing when you look at what it did over the last 60 days. Matic right now at 15 cents. Guys, also remember, nothing we talk about in this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. My name is James, a.k.a. 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. And we just so happen to have the greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. You damn straight. Crypto for life, Chicago coin family, XRP Army. Let's keep it going. Trump coin right now at $7.31, guys, down still about $68 or so. We got Algo right now at 16 cents. Filecoin doing the thing at $2. VChain is at 1 cent, guys. We've got, what's we got up in here? Flare, don't you dare sleep on Flare, 1.5 cents, still holding pretty decent. QNT right now, 85 and some change, guys. We've got RLUSD up to number 66 as far as a stable coin. Got to like that. XTC right now at 5 cents, guys. We got Jupiter at 28 cents. Cake, 242. IMX right now at 38 cents, guys. We've got, let's see, Optimism right now at 38 cents. INJ doing the thing at 707. Stacks, just like the song we play here each and every day by my man Crypto Tails, is at 36 cents. CRV holding his own at 44 cents. XTZ to OG at 56 cents. IOTA doing this thing at 13 cents. What else we got? Syrup, good Lord, huh? Making me want some pancakes. Okay, number 100, coming in at number 100 is ETH5. So there you go for the top 100. Let's get right into it. All right. So far, no hiccups, thank goodness. All right, guys, let's get it going. Okay, so anybody come in that I miss? I don't think so. I think we're all on board. All right, let's do this. Manipulation doesn't make sense. This is from Ash Crypto. So this is a pretty good indication of how everybody's feeling right now. Bitcoin is dumping hard. Now, if you look at Bitcoin, guys, we were just at like 104, down $10,000. And for no reason at all. And he kind of points this out. Stocks are dumping hard. Even gold is dumping hard. Yet, there is no bad news circulating. There's nothing. We've done nothing but get good news over the last couple of days with the government reopening and the first XRP ETF not only coming out, but breaking 2025 records in the sense of being the #1 ETF launched in 2025. Yet, everything is going down. This is really, does it feel off to you guys or just me? Because Ash Crypto, who's a pretty big guy, he's got 2 million followers on X. Ash Crypto is saying the same thing we're thinking. Everything is dumping and there's no reason for it. What do you guys call that? I call it manipulation. Huh? You damn straight. Let's move on. That's a fact. Manipulation doesn't make sense. He goes, it doesn't make sense. Manipulation doesn't make sense. That's a fact. All right, guys, slowly then all at once. Shouts out to Bank XRP says, CME has filed to list spot quoted XRP futures and spot quoted Solana futures with certification set for November 25th, 2025. That opens the door for regulated, cash-settled XRP and Solana futures on one of the biggest derivative markets in the world. XRP contract, 250 units, CME, CF, XRP, and all that good stuff. So big things are happening, guys. Shouts out. If you guys want more information on that, you guys can check it out now. Obviously, you guys can see our numbers are been affected here as far as how many people are in the group right now. We had a lot more people earlier at 12 o'clock, and then obviously we had to shut the channel down and we did some testing. So hopefully people will come back in. But either way, we'll keep it rolling. We're gonna act like there's 2,000 people in here. That's how we do it. Damn straight. Let's keep it going. All right, guys. Create chaos to take focus off XRP, and that's what I feel, guys. Look, at the end of the day, we're gonna have our time. It's only a matter of time. You guys remember this video, huh? We can't show this enough because we know BlackRock is sitting, and you got to ask yourself, why is all this stuff happening right now? Why is, kind of like Ash Crypto, there's so many positive narratives, there's so many bullish things that are in place right now for crypto, specifically with XRP. The timing couldn't be more messed up, right? government opens up, XRP ETF goes live, and then all this is, happening with the market. And I read it yesterday where someone says they're willing to sacrifice the entire market just to keep XRP from shining. Can you imagine? I mean, and is it hard to believe when you look at what Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren did during their time? So it could be a couple of people still saying, "Hey, let's keep this thing down." I don't know if it's from I'm not going to say they don't hate. I think it's more from a great reset. We don't want this thing. They want to keep control of the price. I just think that's what it is. I think they want to keep that price under $3. They want to keep it at a point where they can still grab massive and massive bags of this thing because, look, with all these ETFs popping, guys, there's no reason why this thing shouldn't moon up to like $5 or $10 or something, right? Especially with all the ETFs that we have. I'm not saying just with Canary Capital. I'm saying when you look at all the ETFs that are lined up this month, yeah, doesn't make any sense, does it? Okay, beware of who you listen to, guys. Again, this is Carl the Moon. He says, rest in peace to all people who hold alts instead of Bitcoin. Now, you were just talking about how the market, just if you go back a little bit, you look at the thing, he was bullish about a whole bunch of alts, but now that the market's going down, you change your tune. Be careful who you follow. Remember, this is the same Carl the Moon that says, XRP is going to zero. He was talking to Da Vinci J. Zero, Carl? Zero, Da Vinci. Not zero, Carl. It's going below zero, Da Vinci. Be careful who you listen to. Facts. How much can they hold it back? They can hold it back quite a bit, Anthony. You got to understand, these guys, first of all, if you hold massive and massive amounts of Bitcoin and you sell at 104, 10 whatever, right, and you continuously sell, the price dips and then you're able to re-enter at a cheaper price. So they're making money. Don't think for 1 minute they can't make money manipulating this space. They can. They have, and they will. The number one ETF in 2025 is XRP, and we're going to be talking about that and much more. The greatest game of chess ever. This comes after I read this from the Kabasi letter. It says, breaking, Switzerland has agreed to invest $200 billion in the U.S. as part of a new trade deal. Switzerland will also purchase more Boeing planes, and U.S. tariffs will be reduced from 39% to 15%. A lot of you guys understand what Trump was doing with those damn tariffs. That's it right there. The greatest game of chess ever played, in my opinion. Okay, it's all part of Ripple's plan. Smoke comes out with this as well. It says Ripple's XRP ETF ambitions are part of a broader tokenization push. Now, you guys have heard everybody, BlackRock, everybody talk about tokenization of everything. And so Smoke put this out. It says a growing number of players are building tokenization infrastructure. Some of the most visible include Ethereum, okay, Solana, okay, and XRP Ripple. Ripple is positioned in the XRP ledger as the blockchain for institutional finance with a focus on global payments. Ripple's XRP ETF ambitions are part of a broader tokenization push. Ripple has also applied for a U.S. banking charter. That's huge. That is huge. Big things are coming, guys. Be patient. I like this part right here. Y says, your own lane, your own race, your own pace. Right? Stay in your own lane, race your own race, and stay at your own pace. Don't be worried about what everybody else is doing. I love it. I love it. Now, I don't know what this is kind of funny. It says, somebody put this out. This guy Noah puts this out. It says, 2025 crypto bull market, the bull's laying down. I said, man, get your ass up. There's no laying down on the bull run. 2025 back in action. Huh? Let's keep it going. Wouldn't it be great if this was XRP's moment to start decoupling from Bitcoin? What do I mean by that, guys? Look, if you look at all the bullish things that are in place for XRP right now, right? You got the first ETF, which is one of the smaller out of all the ETFs with Canary Capital. And then you got Franklin Templeton, I think is due like in the next day or two, or like I think between the 14th and 18th. And then you got several going after that. Guys, look, this could be extremely bullish, especially if certain things kind of roll out, or if towards the end of the ones that we do know, there's some things that come out of the woodwork that we don't know, like a BlackRock ETF. And look, if you got that type of if you got billions pouring into XRP, remember what Zach Rector talked about, how you don't need, it doesn't have to be dollar for dollar in how the market cap moves. If we have billions of dollars, guys, coming in, and understand, they cannot go out there and offer these ETFs without having this XRP locked up. So if that happens, that is extremely bullish, regardless of what the market does. And, so my question is, could that possibly start decoupling XRP from Bitcoin and other assets? I do believe that's the case. Yeah, we aren't at all. So, Mr. President, I'm getting tired of all this winning. I always take a little jabs when I see this, but at the end of the day, I think Trump doing what he needs to do. Do it for you while being you. That's a fact. Do it for you while being you. That's a big statement right there. Okay. Zach Rector goes on here to says, he says, what's important to note is 100 million XRP just got parked in this ETF day one. We still have dozens more spot and basket ETFs on the way. Billions will be parked in these ETFs. Billions. And guys, just what happened yesterday is the most successful ETF of 2025. Are you feeling bullish? Damn it, I am. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin family. Again, apologies for the jacked up blackouts yesterday. Apologies for starting late as we were trying to figure out what the problem is. Look, guys, we're making it happen. Nothing's gonna stop us. You know, I got a little feeling why I think my stream was going off. Let's do a little crypto tales and we'll come back and I'll give you guys my opinion on that. Let's do it.
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears with Ferrari with the 10s. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, banks ain't letting money go. Swimming in the dough as you see gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
I love it when my stream is working with no flaws. You gotta love it, guys. You got to love it. Now, we got some more stuff to talk about, but let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this for a second. The fact that, and again, guys, for those of you guys that are here, I know my family. I know you guys that are my heartfelt family know what I'm talking about. Man, don't you feel amazing? I mean, I know the markets aren't, indicative of what we want to see right now with the price of Bitcoin tripping again, the almighty kind of wrecking the market. And to me, this is just for them to wipe out and get Bitcoin to go down $10,000 right when XRP has this moment. Look, if you've been in this space for any amount of time, they did it when Judge Annalisa Torres had her XRP is not a security back July 13th, 2023. They even did it back before that when they released the him and emails. Remember that? While we were all excited on the left, on the right, they were wrecking the market, coming out with all this. Gary Gensler did everything he could to just jack up our moment. They did it when Elizabeth Warren, when Judge Annalisa Torres said XRP is not a security. Every single monumental moment that we've had of any type of momentum, they've gone out and erected. Is it just me or does anybody agree with this? Every time something big comes out for XRP, they ruin it. Every time there's a major announcement. Ripple just bought this. Ripple just did this. Trump comes out with, the news with the strategic ruler, XRP, Solana 8. Every time there's something that comes out, they wreck it, they FUD it, they hate on it, they do everything. And I never see this with Solana. I never see this with Ethereum. I never see this with Bitcoin. It's always when there's anything positive for XRP. Is anybody else seeing this besides me? Or is it just me? I'm telling you, you can't. Zach Rector said it yesterday. How's it every single time? Every single time. Mickle said it. Every single time. You can't make this up. The market didn't crash 10,000 a week before XRP ETFs. The day before. The day of. You can't make this up. It's a fact. So I'm not saying that to complain. I'm saying that, man, just that makes me understand just how incredible this opportunity is. Now, I have a thesis on that. The fact that XRP launches yesterday, it's the number one asset in 2025 as far as ETF, and then all of a sudden the market crashes, and my channel, guys, blacked out. You can't make that up. Now, I got a theory on my channel, and I guys, look, I had to go here. I had to call in a special favor to get somebody I really can't stand. None of us can stand. Dumbass Gary. I want to ask Dumbass Gary, did he have anything to do with that and how he feels about this ETF? Gary, you there? Gary?
Hello.
What's up, Gary?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Gary. Now, I wanted to reach out to you live, as we know that you've come on my show multiple times, and a lot of people don't understand that. First of all, you did everything you can with Elizabeth Warren to ruin our opportunity with XRP. Some of us see it as a blessing because we were to accumulate a lot, Gary. I understand that that wasn't your intentions. Even that was like the byproduct of the corrupted ass stuff you were doing. But we're in there. Now, your ass is gonna, somebody told me you were working out like Chuck E. Cheese's mascot or maybe at McDonald's on the weekends, but everything is going good. You know what I'm saying? XRP damn near broke a new all-time high. You know, the community was all excited. But then the ETFs launched, Gary. The ETFs launched, and then somehow Bitcoin drops 10,000. But even besides all that, what we care about is the Crypto for Life community, Gary. Did you do something to my damn channel? Did you go out and do something to my damn channel, Gary? Answer the damn question. That's what I want to know.
I'm a dumbass.
No, I know that.
I'm sorry.
So you did do something. I knew it. We all knew it. You son of a...
Can we settle?
No, we ain't selling this over.
I'm stupid.
We know that too.
But I'll answer any questions you guys might have.
How about you stop manipulating the market and stop messing with my damn channel? Gary Gilzer, kiss my assets. Assets. Good Lord. Huh? Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin family. We're back. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. This is for you. Woo!
Better off when you selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. Buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit that
Shouts out to dumbass Gary.
Vegas crypto meetup. Hello, nice to meet ya. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, I had a feeling it was Gary. I had a feeling Gary did something to this channel. Everything was working good up until yesterday. So we had the ETFs launch, Bitcoin drops down, manipulation, and my damn channel goes black. I knew it was Gary. I knew it. Let's get back on track, guys. Good Lord, huh? Y'all pray for Gary. All right, guys, here we go. They made sure it was Rectober. Everybody was bullish on October, guys. It's supposed to be Uptober. It was Rectober. It wasn't nothing up about October. They're pushing us to a Bloodvember. Ain't nothing been good about November up to this point, other than the XRP ETS launch, and that was the greatest ETF launch of 2025. Can we at least, guys, I'm saying this on behalf of myself, Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army, can we at least have a Merry Christmas? Damn, I should ask Gary that. Gary, can we have a damn Merry Christmas, Gary? Okay, Gary left. Forget Gary. Anyways, can we at least have a Merry Christmas in crypto, or will they manipulate it into, I'm not even going to say the word, F December? Good Lord. Let's move on. Jim Cramer says American Bitcoin investors could potentially lose everything. Now, I always get on the Jim Cramer about, not knowing the hell he's talking about it. And in most cases, 99.999% of the time, this dude is off, right? But I said, damn, not sure how to take this one. He's typically wrong, but I'm a bit confused why agreeing to disagree. That's all I got to say about that. I'm going to move on. Facts. I agree in time. It says ETFs will cause XRP to decouple from Bitcoin. This is really how I'm feeling, guys. I really do believe, a lot of us, Jake Claver, Zach Mickle, a lot of us, Jimmy Valley, a lot of Paul Barron, a lot of us out here feel the same way, that at some point we are going to detach ourselves from Bitcoin. Now, what will it take to do that? I do believe that the ETFs could be the very beginning of a massive boom to start seeing that. Obviously, it's going to take the Clarity Act. It's going to take a lot more than that. It's going to take institutional adoption, but I definitely think ETFs, could start that, could be the fire, or, light the fire in that whole movement. All right. So this is kind of cool how people do this with AI, guys. Like, I still ain't really messed around with like Grok or whatever it's called, Grok AI, but it's crazy how they do this. So I looked at this guy, Vincent Kennedy, and he took a picture here, which actually Michael Saylor posted. So Michael Saylor shows himself on a raft. I guess he's saying as a ship goes down, which I guess he's talking about the financial system goes down, and then he's on a life raft like a orange raft, which I guess he's trying to say Bitcoin's going to save everything. And then that's kind of cool how they took this and they made it into this. Yeah, you on that damn raft, brother, but you on that XRP raft. Look at that. That's so dope. I don't know how people do this. That's pretty cool. I guess Grok does it. That's pretty cool anyways. All right. So I say, yeah, they will eventually get it. That's facts. He's saying they're he's on a raft, but he's going to get it. At some point, there's no way Michael Saylor and a lot of these big dogs going to get it. I just don't believe that. Shouts out to my man Josh. He says, I just jumped on. Is it all working out? Yeah, it's perfect now, Josh, in the sense that so for those of you guys who don't know, we went live at noon, and then obviously it started blacking out, freaking out again. So I shut it off, and then I immediately called Josh and Dave, reached out to them. Josh got on the phone, and then we decided to go live with just X. It worked perfectly. Go live with just YouTube. It worked perfectly, Josh. And then when I went live again after doing X by itself, YouTube by itself, I tried to do both by again together, and it blacked out again. So that's what happened, Josh. So we decided to, erase everything, clear everything out, and then just do YouTube. And so it's working flawlessly with just YouTube. But as far as double streaming, that's not happening, at least not until we figure it out. So appreciate you, Josh. And again, if you guys don't know who Josh is my brother. Him and Dave are the ones who helped me basically put all this together as far as computers. They said, hey, give me a card. They ordered all the stuff that I needed. This is back when I was in California, 3 years ago. So it's crazy, Josh. I didn't realize this. I don't know if you were on the channel yesterday, but on the 11th, the 11th of November was our 3-year anniversary for Crypto for Life. So for those of you guys that have been with us for a while, I've been in crypto since 8 years, for 8 years now, but we started this channel November 11th. And it's so funny. I was talking to my son, and we got on our YouTube channel. We started going back to when our channel was doing like high hundreds, and then it started doing thousands of views. You can't make this up. And then all of a sudden, my channel was getting shut down. I got shut down 3 times. Every time I came back, I would get less and less views. Like the algorithm wasn't helping me out. And then I did a stream with Stephen Arrowith. Within my first week, I did 89,000 views. And then me and my son went to go look at it, and those 89,000 views are now barely 70,000. How do you lose 19,000 views? It's impossible. And so as I start doing research, come to find out that I've been, I won't, not the word blacklisted, but I've been, shadow banned. And it's not just me. They're not picking on me because I'm 6'8" or all that kind of stuff, or we're Crypto for Life. There's a lot of people in this space, like Edo Farina, who never got his X channel back. There's people who lost their YouTube channels, never got them back. And even CKJ, I remember one time I reached out, I think it was BitBoy, when he was hot and running, and we were communicating. Me and AJ were communicating from his channel, and BitBoy reached out and said, hey, man, I'm going to come on your show once you get some momentum going, everything else. And he had told me that he had been, that his channel got, shut down. So you have to appeal that. And I've appealed it 3 times and got my channel up. Now, it's been a while since that happened, but our views never been the same, and we can't get any kind of, algorithmic backing from X, but it happens. It is what it is. I can't to this day figure out why I got shut down. I can't for this day figure out why, we're not getting any kind of momentum. But I know that we were in the high hundreds, like 9, 8, and then got into the thousands, like 1 point something to 2,000 views every stream until we didn't. And they just kept shutting my channel down until it put it in a state. But it's okay. 3 years of celebration, guys. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they do. As long as they give me a platform to keep on speaking, whether it's 300, 33, or 3 million, it don't matter. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army, greatest family on planet Earth. I just want to take the time to say thank you guys. 3 years and going. And this is how I look at it. It's not about how much content, how many videos, even though we've had a ball, even though we put out so many interviews, we've had so many interviews, so much great content. If you guys want to go check out what I'm talking about, guys, we've had some of the greatest interviews, some of the greatest times, moments in this space. But what I really do look back over 3 years, I look up and I see the same people like Josh, like Dave, like Tiffany, like Anthony, a lot of you guys that are here still hanging with us, man. We are a family. I mean that with everything that I am, and we have something special planned for our family. XRP Las Vegas Meetup 2026. Oh, you don't want to miss this. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family. XRP Army, guess what? Have I told you lately that I love you? This is for you.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Get into them bags so them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rap buzz. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust.
3 years.
Different codes so they can't tax us.
3
Golden
years.
passports, rocket ships like Buzz.
What?
We light years ahead of the herd. Like they don't want you to get rich but die trying.
That's what it's all about. Shouts out to Jose. Shouts out to Jose. Jose went out and bought him some merch today for the Crypto for Life family. I appreciate you, Jose. If you guys don't know, we have in the description, we have a link for Crypto for Life. We also have a link for the Chicago Coin family. I just appreciate anything that you guys do, and not that we need you to do it, but we appreciate just showing that love. I remember the first day, me and my lovely wife who just tuned in right now, shouts out to my baby Jeanette, who it was like a few years ago or something like that, 2 or 3 years ago, we saw Big Bro 10 walk in, which is our sister from New York. And she came walking down the hallway and had that Crypto for Life shirt. Man, you talking about something to make you want to feel good? Watch one of your family members representing the shirt. And then we had a lot of you guys like Dave Adams, who's part of our SHKK family. He's one of the ambassadors. If you guys don't know anything about Chicago Coin, go check it out. It's at Chicago Coin on X, is also, which is right here at Chicago Coin and X. Or you can go to chicagocoin.com. I've been in the movie industry for many moons. This is my 4th movie I've invested in. For those of you guys don't know, the filming concludes sometime this year. They're supposed to be like start filming up again here. The director's been kind of keeping me in a loop on everything. Movies take a lot of work, man. It really does. But when it comes out in 2026, it'll be in Regal Cinemas, and they're mentioning Chicago Coin twice. But we do have a team of people. Shouts out to the whole team who helped us put together. We wanted to come up with a community-based token, and a token meme, and a lot of things we're going to be doing. Shouts out to all the members: JC, Keita, Cassius Cuvée, World Be Free, Liz, Dave. Shouts out to Dave. Shouts out to Josh for helping me this morning. This dude, they always come through for me, man. I love these guys to life. These are my brothers. That's what I look back at, how long we've been at this, guys, for 3 years. All I've gotten is family. So to me, it's been one of the greatest blessings to be a part of this space for, crypto for 8 years. And I met a lot of you guys during those 8 years, and some of us go way back. And some of my friends and family, some of my friends for 20, 30, 40 years are now a part of crypto, and that makes me excited. But Crypto OG, who's been an instrumental, huge part to everything that we've been doing as far as with this channel or with the SHKK side. I appreciate you, brother. Iron Man, Optimistic Prime, Ryan, my beautiful Queen Jeanette. I need to do some updates on this stuff, on some of these things, guys. But shouts out to my man Mike O, and just everything that we've been able to do and accomplish, guys. I do believe the best is yet to come, as we have a lot of look. For me, things are only going to get greater, bigger, and better. I can't wait till the day that we look at a $20, $30, $40 XRP, and I can have several family members on the next set, or maybe you guys embark on some of the things that I'm doing. I got a movie I wrote that we're supposed to be exploring hopefully after this or sometime thereafter. Just a lot of things, guys, getting you guys out to red carpet events and some of the other things that we're going to be doing. So I'm just really, really excited, because that's where my heart is, the film industry, entertainment. And so that was one of the motivations behind starting Chicago, to kind of link it all in. So really excited about that. And thank you guys just for being a part of this journey as well. All right, let's move on. Growth is sometimes a lonely process. I do agree with that. Been saying it for years. Haters. And what are we talking about right here? BD comes out with this, and it says Now this is crazy, guys. I almost couldn't believe this when I saw this. I almost could not believe this when I saw this. You can see a lot of people chiming in on this. But let's check it out. So it says, this comes in from BD. Shouts out to BD, 50,000 plus followers. Pretty credible cat. Watches YouTube. Pretty smart dude. One of the Bitcoin maximalists wrote a letter to the SEC listing 8 reasons to postpone or deny XRP ETFs. This is crazy. You can't make this up. Number 1, U.S. regulated XRP futures. They said no. U.S. regulated XRP futures. 2, ongoing SEC lawsuit. I guess this was a letter from back when. And he even has a link here, right? The link here is showing the documentation on this. Regulatory uncertainty for ETFs, centralization issues and recent outage, questionable on-chain volume versus adoption, large supply held by Ripple founders, insider heavy distribution versus POW fairness, limited transparent on-chain analytics. Now, it says, try harder next time. So he's showing what they tried. They tried. I mean, guys, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go over to fusionproductions.com and check out, Rick from the start. Like, it's just crazy. I'm going to go watch it again. I never get tired of watching, because it just helps me validate where I've been, where I'm at, and where I'm going, and why they were so fearful. They tried everything they can to stop this technology, this asset, and all the things that XRP and XRPL has in place, or Ripple has in place with those with that asset. But if you go in here, so I'm gonna kind of read through, but obviously there's a link here. You can click this link, and it takes you into the actual. So it looks like they put. I don't know if this is. It says SEC.gov. So SEC.gov comments. I don't know if somebody submitted this letter or whatever, but let's go in here and read it. So it says, hello. As a longtime market participant in crypto, I recommend that the XRP ETF be postponed or denied at this time. Here are 8 reasons. So he goes through and puts this all in here, guys. Whoever this person, he or she, right? But it's just crazy when you look at the magnitude and the amount of effort they've gone through or they went through. So this is not recent. This is an old letter back when, probably back when everything was, it's because it's talking about the lawsuit. So this is back when the lawsuit was still in place, right? So this is obviously, but it's just crazy when you think about the amount of effort that people like this or banks, like, again, you got to go watch Rick from the Start. When you start looking at Rick from the Start, to do two things. It's going to make you understand everything this asset's been through, with the SEC, which is Ripple, XRP, and what they did. It goes into Ethereum, how Ethereum's connected, how certain people, I think it was BlackRock or something, they tried to buy or they tried to like I don't know, I want to say take over, but they tried to acquire Ripple or something like that. But if you go back and watch Rick from the Start, it is crazy. But to just learn that the banking institutions, the Ethereum Foundation, all these people, the SEC, the corrupted banking cartel, everybody tried to do what they could. And then you see letters like this, and it's like, bro. And so I love what he put. He said, try harder next time. It didn't work. Nothing they tried. It held it back, right? It stopped a lot of things from exploding. But at the end of the day, guys, look, we're still part of the greatest opportunity ever. And you watch how the ETF just launched, and it's the number one ETF in 2025, and it's one of the smallest with Canary Capital guys. Look, man, they know all this right here, all the stuff that's happening right now. This is not coincidence. This is not cool. If you think us losing $10,000 in Bitcoin the day the day America reopens after the shutdown, $10,000 down the day it opens back up, the day the XRP goes live, man, look, hell no. One of the greatest, examples of manipulation out there. All right, let's move on. So I said there's lies, hate, assumptions, and then there's the truth, which is right here. Crazy. Okay, I think it's getting worse. All the hate for XRP, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. So I'm really excited, guys. I had this phone on right now that was showing me that we're live and we're not having any problems, so that's good. I'm going to leave that on just in case it starts blacking out or something. But it looks like so far so good. We're 42 minutes in. Okay, Coach JV put this out, and I said what Coach JV said. He goes, and shouts out to Coach JV, Abs, Johnny Crypto, Gonzo, Mario, all those guys over at Good Morning Crypto, and was it 3T Warrior Academy? Shouts out to him. Okay, it said, what looks like a disaster and chaos to most people is exactly where wealth is built. You do not become wealthy when the markets are green. You become wealthy when you have the courage and discipline to buy great assets at massive discounts. This is where winning is done. That's a fact. Develop patience, discipline, a structured plan. This is, it's so funny. He's really saying he's really, when you listen to what he's saying, develop patience, discipline, a structured plan, not hype, conviction in what you invest in. Now, what did I say the 5 steps were? Have a strategic plan. It's right there. He said have a structured plan. Same thing. Do your own research, development, right? Patience, whatever you want to say in that. Control your emotions, which is patience, right? Control your emotions. Take profits. All those things. It's pretty much the same thing. It says stay away from hype, hopium, get rich quick nonsense, sloppy, undisciplined men or women. Don't want to. Got to be fair. Even though it's not good, gonna be fair no matter what. You got this. Stay locked in. God, family, and protection of your ecosystem at all costs. Amen to that. Amen to that. Okay. Right when XRP ETFs go live, coincidence or strategic manipulation? I'm going to say strategic manipulation for sure. Q4, the worst quarter of the year. Bitcoin is back under 10,000, and Ethereum just printed a third straight red month. Implied volatility is surging with BTC IV near 50% and ETH IV pushing towards 100%. My goodness. Boy, they're doing everything they can to wreck the markets at all costs. They know. They just act like they don't. Just wait. What it says, wait, or do they? Careful who you listen to. Shouts out to Mikko on this. He was responding to this guy right here who was asking just another idiotic question. So if XRP holders aren't earning anything from the ecosystem and the protocol doesn't accrue value, he went on to ask all this silly stuff. Joe Katz tapped in. Mikko tapped in. He said, this doesn't even make a little sense. The Bitcoin protocol doesn't accrue value. Miners tax the ecosystem as a middleman and dump their Bitcoin profits on the market. That's a fact. On the XRPL, there is no middleman because that's the entire point of this technology. Now, there's something that I want to say. Who was it? Is it Joe Katz? Joe Cat said there was somebody who made a comment on this. One of the things I like doing, guys, I like going in here reading comments because somebody had a really good message here on this. But if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check it out. We're going to try to keep this thing over an hour. Under an hour, sorry. Over an hour. Okay, but yeah, if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check out that back and forth debate with Mikkel. It's pretty good. With that guy's comments. Okay, it's our time. XRP ETFs, game changer. Franklin Templeton, guys. Franklin Templeton, a major player in asset management, might launch an ETF as soon as tomorrow. Now, when was this put out? The 14th. Okay, so I think the dates were the 14th through the 18th at Franklin Templeton. So this is huge, guys. They're a major player. I mean, on a whole nother level than Canary Capital. So watch out for these ETFs, and I think we'll get into some of the dates here in a minute. Facts don't lie even when they do. XRP ETFs, guys, is on fire. They're on fire. XRPC is just the beginning. Chad Steingraber puts this out. It says, first hour of day 2, XRPC, 400,762 ETF shares. That's crazy. So that was today. I'm sure that number's gone up if I look it up. Wow. Bigger than day 1. So day 2 was bigger than day 1? Wow. Crazy. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this is Solana. So, you guys let me know how you feel about it. Oh, Art Caffeine's in the house. Good to see you. Kendall is in the house. Good to see you, Kendall. Kendall in the house. My beautiful queen, Jeanette. That's my baby. Anybody else in here? Corey Baker. Good to see you, Corey Baker. The Real Canal Life is in the house. All right, guys, let's go through this real quick. So Solana put this out, and I had to make sure and double check that it was Solana, which it is, 3.6 million followers. So they put everything will be powered by Solana. And it's kind of funny because, look, I don't hate on Solana, right? But it kind of, when I see something like that, it kind of makes me question. I'm going to tell you guys what my thoughts were when I watched this or when I saw this 4 hours ago. Funny how you never see Ripple say this about XRP, XRPL. They never come and go, oh my God, everything's going to be powered. Like trying to convince people or shield their asset. They don't do that. And I saw some comments. If you go in here and actually read some of the comments, people are like, are you serious? I might actually read some of them. Like, this thing always is congested. It bogs down. It's had numerous times where it's actually gone down, and you're saying it's going to power everything? That's crazy. But I'm not hating. Why the need to try to convince others of this during the time where the spotlight is on XRP ETFs? Why now? And I'm going to get to my point. Notice that Solana, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and XLM haters and maxis always seem to always do this when it's time for XRP to shine. Does anybody else feel that way, or is it just me? Every single time. Now, if you think about this, what was the thing when Trump mentioned, going back almost a year ago or whatever it was when Trump came in less than a year ago, and he went out on Truth Social and said, crypto strategic reserve. First thing that he mentions is the number one asset in the United States, which was XRP. He went with, I think, ADA, Solana, ADA. And then he went back 15 minutes later, and then he mentioned Bitcoin and Ethereum. The amount of hate. I mean, Jack Mahler lost his mind. Matt Kaiser lost. Everybody, Michael Sell, everybody had something negative to say about XRP. Everybody has something negative to say. It's Bitcoin's the only one. I mean, it's just crazy. And over time, if you look at every time XRP gets any praise, I've heard XLM come out and say bad things about him. Litecoin took some shots, and Litecoin tried to go back and say it was an intern that was making all those bad comments for almost a week. Oh, it was some intern that, and then low key they kept making bad comments like later on, like a couple weeks later. And again, Solana's not saying anything negative, but it's just so funny. And this is my point. Again, this is not an attack on Solana. Every time there's a light shot, like when Solana had their ETFs, no one said nothing. When Bitcoin had their ETFs, no one said nothing. You know what I saw Brad Garlinghouse them say? Congratulations, Bitcoin. Congratulations, Ethereum. Congratulations, Solana. But every time we have our moment, the day, this came out yesterday. It came out yesterday. Perfect timing, right? Just like wiping out $10,000 from Bitcoin, right? It makes no sense. Every time there's somebody else's time to shine, specifically XRP, you always see people, we're going to power everything. And come on, bro. Like, can I see anybody have the same type of class, have the same type of, like humility, support that Brad Garlinghouse or Ripple shows everybody? He shows that to everybody? I'm just saying, never sacrifice integrity for growth. Okay, let's move on. So this guy here had a pretty good, this is a 626. He says, I've been in this game too long to understand this market. I've been in this game too long to understand this market manipulation. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been in this game too long to understand that this is market manipulation. Basically, he's saying he's been around so long that he understands that this is market manipulation. Just hold your spot bags and wait for the pump. Everyone should avoid leverage trading for now. And I do agree with that. And there's so many people like, it's this guy I saw, I read on yesterday's stream, even though it was really spotty, Zach Rector came out yesterday and said the same thing. He goes, dude, you can't, this is nothing but manipulation. I've seen Mickle, I've seen others say this is manipulation at its best. It's a fact. All these brilliant people can't be saying it if it's not true. That's a fact. Chaka Bartels and smash the like, hit that subscribe notification. I appreciate it, brother. How many more ETFs are coming this month for XRP? I'll look through that right now. Mochi Donuts, they call XRP support a cult. Yeah, they always got something to say, brother. They always got something to say. But you know what's so funny? They said that if you've been around long enough, you remember a lot of this stuff. Not the same type of hate, but a lot of hate towards Bitcoin. Oh, it's this. It's being used by drug dealers. It's being used by dark web and prostitution and all. I mean, dude, they said everything they could, and now, dude, they wish. They pray. And that's what I'm saying. That's what's so phenomenal about this journey. If Bitcoin didn't do anything, you know, for me, and again, I saw Bitcoin at 3,500 when I started looking at it and investing. It's crazy. No, I actually first saw Bitcoin, it was like 19,000 something coming down. But it's crazy to me how, you know, they did everything they could to, no, this is what I was saying. Bitcoin, what Bitcoin did is it shows us, it's almost like a validation, right? We saw what Bitcoin went through. We saw the hate. We saw all the stuff, at least those of us have been around. I've been in this for 8 years now, so 17. You see that. And then I go back and I watch and I look at videos of people that were screaming from the mountaintop, you know, like Da Vinci J, one Bitcoin for $1. And I can only imagine what these guys were going through. And then they make it, right? This asset starts at 4 cents. It gets a few dollars. It gets to, $100. It gets to, $500. It gets to $1,000. It gets to 5, 6, 7, 10, 20. And you get to these price points, and then they forget where they came from. They forget that, like a lot of these guys, Da Vinci J and these guys, they forget what they went through. And so what they do is they look at the next guy up to bat and they crap on him. That's what they do, right? It's like you were bullied just so you could become the bully. That don't make no sense. You got through the bullying just to turn out to be a bully? Doesn't make no sense to me either, right? Shouts out to Anthony when I said, then there is the head of digital asset research at Van Eck. Yeah, I saw that crazy hate for XRP. I saw that, yeah. He doesn't understand it. I think this is a guy that that they were going back, like he said something Joe Katz had got on, like rebutted his whole little ridiculous, ignorant thesis. Shouts out to my beautiful Queen Jeanette. Chaka Bartel says, hate makes me buy more facts. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I'm in a position where I'm not really dollar cost averaging a whole lot of nothing because, I bet on me. I bet on the right things at the right time, right? The point I'm trying to make with this is that, he said the hate makes me buy more. It just, to me, it's validation, and that's why when I looked at, it's funny because all the things that I knew from doing research, it's all out there. That's what I'm saying. Rick from the start, that thing, it's just validation on validation. Man, you really want to know what's going on. Even if you watch it once, go watch it again. And here's what I'll tell you guys. In times like this, where you feel like there's no hope, obviously we see a lot of things that are way more bullish than it was a year ago, right? A year ago, just over a year ago, November 4th, I think it was, XRP's last time at 50 cents, something like that. Or maybe it was like November 1st or something like that, it was 50 cents, just over a year ago. But it's times like this when in doubt, zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. Remember, we were just 50 cents a year ago. And to be sitting here now at $2 and whatever cents, $2.28, holding pretty decent. But with all the things that we talked about back in the day, oh man, 1,700 NDAs and ETFs and all these things, we're living it right now. They can manipulate, dude. They can try everything they can, and they've tried it. We've lived it. A lot of us have been through it. But it's times like this, guys, that when you have these moments of feeling doubtful or pissed off or angry, just go back and watch Rick from the start. I promise you. It might make you a little pissed off, but what it's going to do is going to validate. When you look at what we've been through and you see where we're at, there is nothing There is nothing more gratifying than going to watch Rick from the start and being like, damn, they did all that. And then looking where we're at, the fact that our president named it in the strategic reserve, part of the crypto stockpile, part of, beef bourgeois and meeting all these meetings with Brad Garlinghouse, all these acquisitions, all this growth. ETFs just launched. Number one ETF in 2025 was XRP. When you have moments like this, when you're feeling, and I know you guys get on here and go, I'm just going to, and everybody tries to put and I'm not saying this to be facetious or mean, but everyone gets online and puts on a face like, and then yesterday you saw some big dude from some big company that said, I'm done, I'm out of crypto. That happens, that doubt sets in more after not. I'll be offline. And my wife looks at me and goes, dude, what the hell's going on with crypto right now? It's just being a human, right? I have people comment, Jay, what's going on with crypto? Look, guys, there's no doubt in me whatsoever, because I understand. I've been a business. I understand what it is to bet on myself at an early age and to go out there and understand the value of the research that goes out there and validates where we're going. If you understand, you get it. If you get it, you get it. And some people get it, and some people act like they get it. And some people, whatever the case may be. But I do know a lot of people missed that boat with Bitcoin. A lot of people missed the early days with Ethereum, Solana, whatever. Don't miss this boat. That is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. All I'm telling you is when you have days of grays, gray feeling, and you're just feeling down, go watch Rick from the start and see if that doesn't make you feel better seeing where we're at right now. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on. Right? Banks, governments, and everybody, all these funny players. Look, guys, they know what they're doing. It's all manipulation. It's called controlling the narrative. That's what we're going through right now. It will moon when they want it and need it to. That's a fact. When are we going to go up? When they want it to. That's a fact. The great financial reset is upon us, guys. I do believe there's a lot of things in between that has to happen. There's a lot of things that still has to be put in place. I know a lot of people want to see us go to all these big numbers, but look, the Clarity Act is not in yet. I'm not focused on the price as much as I'm focused on the fact that what's happening. It's like seeing your young kid in the 7th grade dunk a basketball, but all you got your mind focused on is the NBA. Oh my God! And you push him too hard, and at the end of the day, enjoy the process. We know you can see the talent. If he's dunking in the 7th grade, oh my God, you can see that LeBron James talent, that Michael Jordan talent. All I'm telling you guys, if you guys see what you're seeing right now with XRP, and you understand where we've come from and what we've been through, enjoy the process. It's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. It's like having the numbers to a lottery. Right? You're sitting around watching everybody else ticket, trying to figure out what everybody else, how many tickets you're going to buy? How many tickets do you got? You see all these dumbass things on the internet. How much XRP do you got? What would you do if you had all these dumb clickbait things that people say? At the end of the day, you need to figure out how many tickets you're going to get. If you got the winning lottery, and it's a three letter and it's not numbers, but it's a letter, XRP. And there's many others, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, but we're talking about XRP right now, right? It's our time. And you got the winning numbers, or the winning letters in this case, in this analogy. It's about how many tickets, how many XRP are you going to have? And you don't need to have the same amount of tickets that Jay has, that Mike has, that Tiffany Serrano's has, that Jose has, that DCA Crep. You got to go figure out how many tickets can you afford, and then wait for the numbers to get called. Once that number gets called in this analogy, letters, XRP, and all these things continue to happen, my God, what's coming next, man, it's a dream come true. Breaking. 300 million worth of crypto loans liquidated in the past 10 minutes. This was obviously, was it yesterday? But at the end of the day, guys, look, man, you keep playing that game, you're going to keep getting wrecked. Now, this is kind of different. James XRP Rule brings this up. He says, beware, trust no one. A new trend in crypto scams. There's all kinds of scams out there, guys. Posing as police to steal millions. Now, I don't know what this is about, but if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check this out. It's asking me to sign in. I hate this stuff. Okay, here we go. Criminals in Australia are impersonating law enforcement officers and using forged cybercrime reports to scam people into believing their personal data has been compromised. Now, go read this if you want, guys, but this has been happening. I get text messages from a fake Coinbase account all the time. I get so much stuff. So just be careful. It's just probably another example of what's out there. So if you guys want to check it out, make sure you guys go check out the thread. Shouts out to Jerry. Jerry's in the house. What's up, Jerry? My guy. Good to see you, Jerry. In the house. Who else? Anybody else? Anthony the Man, the Myth, the Wanner up in here. I think we got everybody out. Let's keep it going. Okay, soon you will realize it was all in your favor. Facts. XRP Crypto Wolf puts this out. It says only one XRP ETF was launched today, which was yesterday. This was yesterday, right? Yeah, the 13th. Okay. So he says only one XRP ETF was launched today, which is yesterday. Imagine what's going to happen when when the other 10 XRP ETFs launch. Now, somebody asked me this earlier. Who was it? Okay, it was Mocha Donut. You said how many more ETFs are coming this month? So what I see here, again, based off of what was it? Crypto Wolf put out, XRP Crypto Wolf. It looks like, it doesn't have dates. There are some dates, so let me find that for you since you asked that question, brother. I don't want to leave you hanging. See, I know there was dates. Maybe yes. I'm gonna come back to some of this stuff, guys. I'm gonna come back. Hold on, we gotta hurry up here. I'm running out of time. Okay, so where's that? I'm gonna go a little faster. This is it right here. This doesn't show dates. Where are the dates at? There was something here that I saw dates. I think it was yesterday. Because I want to answer your question, my man. I think I had these dates up yesterday. Let's see if I can find those dates for you. Right here. Is that it? Okay, so it says dates to watch out for. And I don't know if this is all in this month. Who was it again? Mocha Donut? Or is it Mochi? I keep saying Mocha. Mochi Donut. So it says Canary Capital obviously was yesterday. Franklin Templeton's ETFs will be between today and the 18th, apparently. So that's over the next 4 days. Then November 19th through 20th, which is within those 2 days, is supposed to be Bitwise. November 20th through 22nd is 21 shares and coin shares. And then late November, Grayscale and Wisdom Tree. So it's gonna be a crazy November. I don't care what this right here, guys. To me, this is nothing but a distraction. This is nothing but a distraction. Painful for those who are leveraging, but nothing but it's not part of my plan. So nothing but a distraction. What I'm focused on is this. This is our next step. This is one of many next steps that are coming our way. We talked about this months ago how, XRP and Ripple has like literally 8 to 10 different things that are going to happen for, and we're not, it's not 8 to 10 ETFs, like 8 to 10 different things that are coming up that are going to be massive. Whether you look at, the Clarity Act, whether you look at ISO 20022, where you look at, the 1700 NDAs, when you look at ETFs, just so many things, all these acquisitions, so many things that are in place that I do believe, now I'm not going to give a price prediction, but I do believe that we're going to end this year on a bullish note. Because here's why I say that, guys. We haven't had an altcoin season yet. You can't look at, and I know there's a lot of people saying, there's some people going, because they're just focused on Bitcoin, right? They said, well, Bitcoin got up to 126,000 all time. Yes, it did. It did get to an all-time high. It did. But Ethereum didn't. Ethereum didn't have an all-time high, right? It went up because it's very correlated with Bitcoin. But if you look at its all-time high, it was back in, actually it did. Okay, Ethereum did have an all-time high. My bad. August 2025, 4,950. Okay, so it did have an all-time high. Okay, but some of these assets didn't. XRP kind of got there. I mean, there's a little bit of a debate saying, the number came from, some other country or something. So it's not. So where's the all-time high for XRP? I believe it was right here. January 2018, because we only got to $3.40 but a lot of people debate this. Well, that was based off of why is all the other all-time highs on point except for XRP isn't? So I don't think we hit an all-time XRP all-time price for XRP. Now BNB did hit an all-time high, so some of these assets did. That happened here in October. So it wasn't like it all. Like I said, Ethereum was in August, Bitcoin was in October, BNB was in October. But then you go down the list here, guys, and you look at some other ones that did not see that yet. Obviously, was it Polkadot? Polkadot never went back to where it was at. It's not just Polkadot. Uniswap never got to all-time high. I mean, this last all-time high was for Polkadot. I mean, look at this thing. This thing got all the way down to $1.40 when that flash crash happened. It's at $2.86, which is cheaper than when I bought it when I first got it 8 years ago, right? But if you look at the all-time, why am I missing? Okay, all-time high right here. $55 in the last bull run. $55. Not $2, not $1, $55, right? And there's so many assets like that just never seen the same all-time high. Uniswap. I mean, it got up, to some numbers here, but all-time high again, same thing. 2021, $44. So some of these assets just have not seen it. Crow, was it 96 cents back in 2021, all last bull run. So look, guys, I do believe some assets, Bitcoin and some other altcoins have had some great moments this year, but there's nothing in me that believes, or anyone else really that understands this market, that we've seen a altcoin season yet. No. So, a lot of these pullback, guys, it can happen. You can have pullbacks of, 30, 40, it doesn't mean you're in a bear market. Just something could happen and then boom, it goes back up. Right now, like Ash Crypto said, it's confusing because there's no negative news. There's no tariffs being implemented on something. There's no, oh, this is happening. There's some war. There's nothing happening that would justify this type of a pullback other than the timing, the manipulation of the fact that it's happening right when it's time, right when it's XRP's time. The golden moment for XRP, and it happens. Otherwise, you can't. There's no justification for it. All right, let's go back. There's a lot of stuff I passed up. I want to go get back to here. How much time we got? Oh shoot, already over an hour. So we're gonna run through this quickly, guys. Okay, I think I went through this already, right? Let's see. Did I go this? Where was I at here? Okay, right here. I was here. Okay. Ash Crypto said, I'm going to get rich in 2021. In 2025, I just want my money back. That's funny. So, okay, Canary Capital clients buy $245 million worth of XRP. That's crazy. Cray. Okay, you can't be serious. Okay, I'll play. So Luke Belmer says, what is the most undervalued altcoin to be considering? And in my opinion, I say, hey, you can't be serious right now. Undervalued, if I just take the top 5 undervalued, you let me know. I ain't got to say it. Let me know. I see Solana, top 5, Solana going from 5 on up, 140, BNB, 922, XRP, 226, Ethereum, 3,149, Bitcoin, 94,800, almost 95,000. You let me know. Just saying. Okay, biggest launch of any ETF in 2025, XRP, but they just couldn't let us have our moment today. However, tomorrow, they couldn't let us have our moment today. However, tomorrow, that's a different ball game. Shouts out to CoinMarketCap that pointed out some of these things here. It says, so went through the dates where I didn't realize it was right here. So obviously we got some big things happening, big month for XRP ETFs. We're going to pass it. We're not going to go through everything. It's just some things that I wanted you guys to listen to. Let's check out what Mikkel had to say here yesterday.
But it looks like now, not only was the XRP community right and proven right in the Ripple SEC case conclusion, where XRP was deemed not a security by a federal judge, but now we have policy literally being written around this ruling and showing that, once again, the cryptocurrency is never the security. And I just think a lot of people in the XRP community need to take a step back and realize how right we were. Even in that entire period where all these different legal experts were saying, no, XRP is definitely a security, Ripple can't beat the SEC in court, not only were we right through that entire thing, but now it's not even a one-off. It has become precedent and becoming the new norm for this entire industry moving forward.
I love it. XRP is the new industry standard. I love it. Great words from Mikkel. Let's see. This is pretty cool with Crypto G. This is one of my boys, one of my brothers. We have our own little private group. He said it took a few months for Bitcoin, and this is so important for you guys, for people who are looking for that right now. Wait a minute. All this stuff happening with ETFs. What's going on? I'm gonna read this very slow. I want you guys to hear this. It took a few months for Bitcoin ETFs to affect the price. So when a Bitcoin ETF was launched, it took a few months for it to really kick into massive to a massive surge. Right. The good news is XRP ETFs ended up the top ETF launch of the year. If Ripple decides to IPO Q1, 2026 might be a prosperous year. This is from Crypto OG. But this part is the biggest part for me right here. After the Bitcoin ETF launch, it took a few months for the price to be affected. A few months, right? So guys, look, our time is here. Can you imagine what that means? So basically, XRP ETFs launch all during November. What does that tell you? January, February could be bullish as all hell. Again, we haven't seen all this. To me is like turbo boost. This is like, yeah, this is special. Countries are buying, sellers buying, BlackRock is buying, banks are buying. Then why is Bitcoin price keep falling? Everybody feels this way. Everybody feels this way. These are some, pretty credible people, 230,000, followers. We call it market manipulation. It's very simple. Expect nothing, appreciate everything. Facts. No one said it would be easy, guys. Hey, but we're on our way. That's a fact. New month, same goals. New blessings, same vibes, new intentions. Facts. Again, shouts out to Caleb Brown, guys. If you guys never got a chance to check this out, make sure you guys go check it out. I got a referral link here. Two of the greatest guys. They're going to be working with us as well on our XRP Las Vegas Meetup 2026. So really, really excited about the vibes and things we got going with Caleb Brown. Okay. I feel like everyone is everyone is underestimating the impact of traditional finance taking over crypto assets, even traditional finance. I agree with that. Okay, we're going to get past that. Let's see. Anything else we want to go cover before we get out of here? So I don't, okay, so is there like 18 ETFs going on this month? That's crazy. Tell me how XRP isn't teleporting to $4 in November. Huh. Bitwise, Grayscale, 21 shares, Canary Capital, Wisdom Tree, CoinShares, Invesco, VanEck, Fidelity, ARK Invest, Galaxy Digital. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy month for good Lord. Woo! Buckle up the seatbelt, baby. Hold on. And again, remember, it took 3 months after Bitcoin ETFs launched. A few months. Be patient. You planted the seed. Let the universe handle the growth. I agree with that. I like this. I would like to formally welcome Wall Street to the XRP community. I love it. That's dope. Oh, God. I'm going to leave Trump alone. And, guys, shouts out to my beautiful baby. My beautiful Queen Jeanette posted this about our girl's birthday. If you guys don't know, this was our daughter's birthday that happened this month. We flew them in, and their friends came in, and we got them a nice room. And so shouts out to my daughters, Heaven and Paris. This is my beautiful Queen Jeanette. This is our oldest daughter, Heaven, our youngest daughter, Paris, and my mother-in-law, Janice. So these are my girls, man. Blessed. God is good. And I think my baby here just turned 20. Is it 27, honey? Oh, God, I'm bad with dates. And my baby here just turned 23. 27, 23, something like that. And this is our birthday little dinner that we had for all of them. So this is Dylan, his girl, my son Jalen, his girl who's hiding Pam, our youngest son Jacoby, me, my queen, Heaven, Paris, and their friends that came in too. So shouts out to the familia. Okay, they're coming strategically, XRP ETFs. Okay, we're not gonna get into that. I think we might be done. Okay, we're out of here, guys. So just let me say thank you to all you guys who stuck around doing the black, the crazy blackouts yesterday. Such a great video, though. Such a great video yesterday. 772 views, and then to black out like it did, but oh well. And then thank you guys for coming back in as we kept trying to get everything right, and we finally figured it out. So we had a stream all the way through. So thank you guys for being here. And let me just say how much I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Before we get out of here, let's play this all the way through for the rest of the song. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army, greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. This is for you.
But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear's telling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. This one, bag it up.
Here come the monkeys.
This one,
let me get some. We looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on, yeah. I want the whole damn ship. And if you bring in any photo, bust the whole damn clip. Nah, we do our own research here. Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care. Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag man, and I just bought Quant with my bad hand. A little Globians and XTC, and a little more XRP. We not playing. What? So basically, we repping for the same set, cause we was here way before the main net. Yeah. Who would have thought that crypto tales would come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If fear's telling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? make some music when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, stack it up.
Let me give you guys some love before we get up out of here. Shouts out to Anthony, the man, the myth, the winner. Some people in meetings with prayer, our prayer has a beat. Facts. The anthem. Jose's in the house. Appreciate you, my brother. Who else we got up in here? Silver Days XRP. We've got Jerry is in the house. Good to see you, Jerry. Who else we got up in here? Let's see. My beautiful queen. Shouts out to Jeanette, my biggest support in life. Chaka Bartel's in the house. We got Mochi Donut. Good to see you, Mochi. Hopefully you got your answers, your questions answered. Real Canal Life is in the house. We got Dorell in the house. Hey, I got a headset and a video, and the video is on full volume. I don't know why I can barely hear. Oh, wow. Guys, how's my volume? Was my volume good, guys? Let me look and check my volume. Uh-oh. Did what? Okay, is my computer freezing? Let me see something. It should pull up my volume settings here. I don't see it, though. How's my volume, guys? Shouts out to Mike Owens in the house, my brother Mike O. Art Caffeine's in the house. Who else we got? We got Tiffany Serrano. Shouts out to Tiffany and Gabe. Who else we got up in here? Corey Baker. What's up, Corey? XRP Keys in the house. Josh Mendez, my brother. Shouts out to Josh and Dave. Appreciate all your support, my brothers. Let's see. Is my volume okay, guys? No, actually, I think I do see. Hello? Test. I can't. It's not letting me pull up my volume thing here, my settings. That's crazy. What's up with my damn computer, man? This is crazy. Let me just try to refresh it. Take that out of there. Let me go here and see if it... Well, it won't even let me mess with my settings. Dude, I don't know what the hell's going on with my system. Okay, let me do that. But it won't let me get to my settings. That's crazy. I don't even know if my volume's all the way up. Let's see. Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it. How do I sound, guys? Do I sound okay? Shouts out to who else is in here. Halls Balls in the house. Good to see you, Halls Balls. I'm just having a hell of a day, aren't I, with these damn... Erica Garcia's in the house. Good to see you, sis. Erica. World Be Free. Dipito. Simone. Melissa. All right, let's go back in here and see. Yeah, it says you sound good. Volume is good. Okay, so I don't know why a person... Audio, video good here. Okay. All right, well, hey, volume's good. I don't know why I can't check it. That's another story. Like, this should be actually showing me my settings. Like, what the hell is going on with my computer? All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We'll see you guys mañana. Thank you for hanging in there. Obviously, you could tell there's a big difference when I'm on X and YouTube because, like I said, the last several streams we've been in the hundreds, 500, 400 and something, 600 and something, 700, almost 800 yesterday. So, obviously, I got to figure this out so we can get back to streaming on all platforms. Shouts out to Mambo Land in the house. Mama Land in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Shouts out to you and shouts out to your son. Tell your son I said, what's up? All right, guys, we out of here. Until next time, it's your boy James, a.k.a. 6AJ. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah.